Hello, this is an addendum to the editing article Loom and just showing a few more tools and how to use Airtable. We're going to show how to navigate the content calendar as an editor, um, the article links that you'll click on, editing and changing dates, and updating the article statuses. So let's jump right in. I have Airtable pulled up in this window here, um, and so you can see off to this left-hand side, I have navigated to the content calendar. You can watch the other video if you need to see how to do that. And there are the project views. So the best view for editor is really just Amy's Eden. The projects. So you can view them by project. So I've got Amy's Eden project pulled up, and now I can navigate through all of the articles that we're writing on this and see the information and data about them. See who's writing them, what's their status, due dates, the article link to where the article is being written, word counts, editors, the content series that it's in. So of course, if you're the editor, your name will appear here, and then the QA will appear after that. The URL where the article will be posted to can be useful, and just other information about the article, whether or not it's been paid. So there's just a really cool tool that to sort it that I'd like to show. So I'm going to sort it by the I'll sort it by the author. So you'll click on this drop-down menu, and you can sort A to Z. And now we're going to sort it by author from A to Z, and then by first draft due, which is what it's sorted by currently, from low to high. And I'm going to click apply, and it's going to take a moment, and it'll reshuffle everything into the right order. So now we can see everything that Amna has done and is doing. So she's got an article ready for QA, an article that's been provided feedback, and this is a good point to mention how you can change these. So when a writer responds to the feedback and changes the article, then you can update it to revisions submitted, and then revisions approved when you as an editor have looked it over again, and then ready for QA. So let's just talk for a moment about the QA. So we have a two-tier editing system. We have our editors and then our quality assurance. And the quality assurance is just there to double check double check that the editor is able to do all the editing properly, and is honestly just another set of eyes, and not only eyes, but a mind to view the article as a whole and the individual parts to see if it works together and if it matches what the client needs and what the reader of the article is going to need. So let's go back and look. What have we covered? So we've covered navigating the content calendar, article links. Now let's look at these article links and look at what consists of an individual article. All right, so let's find one. Here's one that we have feedback provided, so we'll be able to hopefully see some comments. along with the whole thing. So in our articles, we have our writers right below the article outline. So the first page, and sometimes the second page, is just the article outline. That way, when you are going through and editing, you can see what the keywords are, what the variations are, and then additionally we have several other topics that that'll be in here, and you can reference those when you're editing the article. And by editing, I don't mean actually writing for the writer. I mean making suggestions, using this suggestions when necessary, but most of all using the comments feature. So highlighting a section that needs improvement or that needs changed, you can highlight as small or as, you can highlight just a single word, or you can highlight an entire section and comment on it, what would need changed. And we don't want to just directly change the work of the artist or of the writer. We're looking for our writers to be able to improve and learn, and so if we're jumping over them, then we're not improving as a system, and we're going to stagnate, which we don't want to do. So yeah, as a with risking repeating myself, I did mention that just because of how valuable it is. So updating the article statuses is another key feature here we want to make sure we do. Let me get back to my back to the content calendar. So to add or change a due date, you just click on the field and start typing, and you can type in the date if you'd like, July 3rd, 2022. Or I like to just navigate on this and choose the dates after I start typing in the information. Now these are not actually the correct dates, so I'm going to get rid of those. So yeah, that's just an addendum to using Airtable and our content calendar to edit articles. And all of the actual editing process, the steps to edit, and the things to consider, you'll see in that previous video and other in our Asana resources. I just wanted to add a small interjection here after I looked back at the video I just made. It's so important to keep organized in doing the edits. So that's why these tools are so useful to sort. I'm actually going to remove this sort feature because we don't want to just see it by the due date. So we're going to click that. Now what we can, this is a really helpful view because we can see when the draft is due. So these ones lower here are the ones that are due, and you can see that they've been assigned to the writer, and you can just go one by one and view them with this. If you middle click, it'll just open in a new tab, and you can even open all three, or you can open one at a time and go and start looking at these. Now we don't, the due date hasn't come yet, so these aren't, these won't be written, but you can, once the due dates come, then you can go and see that they're all there and make sure that the work is being done and being done to our levels of quality that we need. So thank you.